So just this morning, I got more details about this doctor who by himself abroad, and the things I've raised so far is actually so disheartening. It is very painful, and it just would make young people to even become more scared of marriage. Actually, very disturbing that a couple who got married in 2020, they had 2 children, and then just barely 4 years after, you're in court seeking a divorce, which led to somebody unliving himself. It's actually very disturbing. And to think that the father-in-law is all over social media trying to prove a point, trying to be defensive. Come on, someone's son by himself because of your child, because of your daughter. Since yesterday, there have been some narrative online. It could be mental health, it could be this, it could be that, hopelessness, depression, and all of those things. There are people who also said just child support is not enough reason for someone to buy himself. And truly, it was just beyond the child support. Okay, so from what I've been able to see online, this case has been in court for a while. They have been going back and front. And according to people who claim to have known about the man and the case, they say the man has spent so much that they collected so much from the guy during this period of them going to court every time and all of that. And then because of this same case, the guy have lost his license to practice. And the father-in-law came and said why they restricted his license was that each time they go to court, the guy will just resign, go to another city, he will just move you around and all of those things. But if that is true or not, we also need to understand that this guy lost his license to practice as a doctor. At the end of the day, the guy lost custody of his children, and then they still asked him to pay $15,000 monthly. So where is he going to get this money to be paying? He collected his license, he will not have access to the children, and then you are asking him to pay this amount of money. It's crazy. It's actually crazy. And I never knew that this man, this Mr. Francis, a social media celebrity, Bola and Kweku's man, actually has a daughter, like of marriageable age. I know the man is over 70, but I never knew that he had a family. And truly, some of us, we are not surprised that this is happening with his child. Because you can just imagine this kind of man as a family man, this kind of man as a father, this kind of man as, I don't know. Did he even make effort to intervene as a father-in-law? Did he even make effort to reach out and like, let's resolve this thing, or just let's settle this thing? Did he make any effort? But it's now all over social media trying to be defensive. For me, I don't know about anyone. If I meet a girl today and then I discover that his father, is the kind of father-in-law that this guy got married to daughter, I'm not sure I will go ahead with that marriage. Because honestly, it doesn't sit well. Just the thought of the kind of content this man have been pushing on social media, and then you won't be surprised. You won't be surprised that this is happening. And again, I'm told that the man is separated from the wife, and most time children from broken homes most time comes with a lot of issues, a lot of complications, because sometimes these people have not been in a family, so staying in marriages sometimes could be another issue. There are exceptions though, not the general things, right? But easier because this family, they hardly speak in one voice. The father may have a different opinion, the mother may have a different opinion, no agreement. And the environment, even before they separated, what was the environment like? Toxic. Children that grow up to see their parents always fighting, disagreeing, and all of those things. And then at the end of the day, divorce is the option. I'm not telling anybody to stay in an abusive marriage. The only thing I'm not being able to find out in this case is if the man was abusive, if the man was violent, if the man was, a very crazy kind of person. I'm talking about the doctor now, right? We have not been told about that, because I don't really understand why they had to tell him to pay this kind of money for child support. Were there other offenses that he committed? Were there other domestic issues that were not disclosed to the public? Because I don't know. But African men that are married and living abroad, they must be going through a lot. Now, why some of us we want to stay here? We know they come. We know they come. Oh, may the soul of the doctor rest in peace. It's actually a very disheartening story. I don't know how that woman will feel, because the picture of that man bullying himself in front of her, it will stick in her head for the rest of her life. And I'm very sure she may be regretting now. But where is the love? Where is that love? Where is that love you professed 4 years ago? Where is that love? It's scary. I don't know whether a person like me could marry last year, but it's actually scary. Where is that love? It's sad.